Everyone, is Enrico Janko on the signal. We're powered by the mighty Team Alliance. 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the charts, looking at the charts, seeing what is the goings on. We got our one a day in for today, so we'll just be looking for other trades that we could take. You see our magic box right here, and you see our rifts in the marketplace lined up. And so we'll be operating mostly from this boxed area. The one a day that we took today was a trade down in this area somewhere, right? Somewhere down here probably. Because I would like that trade. That's the type of trade I would like. The next time I'm looking to actually take a trade, it'll probably be in this area or in another area that's at the bottom of this box. So I so happen to move this box because the activity moved. This box encapsulates 85% of the activity that the market is showing. That's why I have it. These edges of the boxes is what I like to trade off of, because these edges of the boxes represent old support or resistance targets, or old support and resistance lines, and now they become our price targets. So I look at these lines that you see here as price targets. So that's the places I usually like to trade around. We're going to be doing our spreadsheet. That is going to be the goal with our Nadex account. We'll be growing the Nadex account, and we'll be growing our BET online account. I use this for trades that aren't as serious as my Nadex trades. So my Nadex trades, I just want winners. Trades that I just want to see what's going to happen, I'm going to use my BET account or one of my other accounts. All right. So just know that this Nadex account is for our one-a-day trades mostly. I think I'm going to build that counter back up again. You see, I got a fresh $100 in. I made the one trade. Actually, it was a little less than $100, like $98 I had in there. Did one trade, and that's how we got to this number here. What's this looking like on the chart? 3263 is at 3267. Bring it up just to take a look. It's at 32622. That's usually something that we like. I'm just going to put the information down here, and let's take a look. 61962, 61962. Looks good, but I'm not messing with that. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to leave that one alone.
What'd you do outside?
What is it? Outside, I was on the side of the house trying to find out if there's a hole somewhere for this little mouse.
You saw it again?
No. I just thought about it at the time, so I said, let me go outside and see if there's a hole somewhere that this mouse is getting into.
Did you see anything?
I see what I consider might be it. That's why I bought some sealant, but I don't have enough, so I got to go back down. Actually, I got to run back down to Home Depot and get some more.
When? Today or?
I can't do it now because I'm supposed to be training. So, and I haven't been on the charts because I've been running around all day with you. So, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'll make sure I let you know though. Pass me that juice of mine in the refrigerator, please.
So what?
The juice. It's a white cup. I apologize, everyone. So this is our magic, as I said, our magic box and all our beautiful lines. And our beautiful lines and our magic box make it possible for us to take high probability trades. Most people, when they're trading, they don't really care about where they're trading at. They'll take the trades just in any area that they believe the price is going up or down, and they want to make a decision. We look more for well-respected levels first, and then wait for reactions at those levels, and then make our trades, right? We do that because those trades are more high probability than any other trades. And when you're trading, you're not looking to get in trades all the time. You're not really looking to get, oh, this is a good trade, let me get in it. Oh, here's another good one, let me get in it. Oh, that one looks all right, let me get in that one. That's not how you trade effectively. It's not how you get to be just overall profitable on a regular, consistent basis, because there's a lot of randomness to what you're doing like that. The objective is to cherry pick points to go into the market, right? So I might consider this line right here and Enrico's riffs. I consider this line an important line in the market. And I'm showing you how important it is, right? You pull this back, you can see what the market did every time. Like, it touched this line once, twice, three. This is the fourth time it touched it, right? Respecting the line. On the fourth time, it's still respecting the line, right? You see we got news coming up at 3 o'clock. But this whole time, this particular line has been respected, right? So that's how powerful that particular level of support is at this time. Now, if the market comes back down here, I mean, will it bounce again? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. But we do know that this particular line has some magical ability. And this is a very interesting line, actually, because as before, this line, this is a historical level, kind of. 3208, 3214, right in the middle of that, what is like 3210, right? So we're thinking about like 3210 might be, where they're kind of buying. So these are things that I'm looking at. And then on this side of it, this is what we was messing with all last week a lot, right? You still got another double historical mark going on. So in between the lines here, they might be kind of tough, right? In between those lines, those two lines might be kind of, they might end up being, hard to get over. This one in the middle, about 3270, right? 3270, 3210, I guess. 30, is that 3210? Yeah, 3214. I said no, 3210, right? 3210, 3270. Right? 3210, 3270. Right? So that area, that might be a strong area. So I'm looking at this because both of these are points of interest to me. My preference probably is the buy, but that's only because I have a preference. The sell, probably just as good. Let's actually look over there, because I'm running my mouth. I hadn't even looked at the sell, and the sell was probably sitting there for us the whole time, judging by the market activity. So at this particular time, we're looking at both these areas as maybe just strong areas that contain the market. We could be wrong, but the price action around these areas is going to tell us a lot, probably. It probably tells us a lot. The price action always tells us a lot. Anything, it tells us everything we need to know, really, and that's enough. It tells us enough. But in this particular instance I'm talking about, because we have just these double remembered lines, these double historical lines, right? This when I say double, it's this light blue one right here and this blue one, and then you got this white blue one and this white blue one right here, right? Those make it double line. So I'm just thinking that's just, you know, hard body support, resistance, support. They have proved themselves to be pretty tough so far, though, really, because the market has stayed within them since about 10 o'clock this morning. And we're at now 2 o'clock, and we're getting the first, like, well, I guess what you call a double top, maybe. Price coming back up there. Let's see what it looks like on actual charts. 32.58 is buying down from 59, I guess, buying up from 57, buying up from 58, and buying down from 59. So here goes the squeeze right here between 59, 57, squeezing 58. Buying up from 57, still buying up from 57, actually buying up from mid 58s, really, mid 58s, and they're selling down 59. So I constantly just will, you know, keep monitoring this type of activity. They're selling down from 59, buying 58 and a half, and I'm just looking at this price. I'm looking at the price, right, and judging by how the market is moving, seeing which price is the best one for us, which one is the most suitable for us to actually go into to look at. Minute 53 seconds, 2 seconds. Probably end up not getting into this one, but I'd like to see it. 2 pips down. All right, let me just look. And like I said, this is probably already, you know, I don't like that price. But oops, it went up some. So let's see what it got to offer us. Let's see what the 5 minute is looking down to me. The 1 minute, looking like it might be in position to go there. Who knows? Let's see. With 2 micro pips below, that's it. Only 2, huh? Now we're about 5 micro pips below. Let's see what this looks like. Still 5 micro pips below. Don't look like we're a little bit now. Let's take this one, right? Let's go in here. We might be too. I think we're actually too early. Not gonna this off, because you're not actually gonna make it in this one, because we only got. You see, the market dropped as soon as we got in there. So if you got in there, you're good. But I don't think you was able to get anything in that pricing there. So. Market to me is at the highest kind of levels, so I'm going to be looking for it to drop down. Don't know if it will though, because these bulls are starting to be pretty. They're trying to be a little active up here, so we'll see. See this little area right there. See the prices. They're doing a lot of thinking right now. So we have to do the same. Anytime I start to see the price like that, looking on the cusp of doing something, I know it's nothing for me to do really yet. And Same thing with you, kind of. I didn't even, all of a sudden, somehow my phone is on airplane mode. Like, what is that? I'm going to be on airplane mode. What we got looking at? Nice movement. Too much movement. Anytime we watch the market and we're getting erratic movement in the prices that we want to look at, anytime we get that, we decide not to look at it, period. I don't even go into it. A lot of times I might just have it on the screen just for amusement purposes, but we shouldn't even be looking at it because it's very easy to get tempted into going into any of these binaries. It's easy to get so tempted to just go in there because you look at something really quickly and you're like, oh, okay, I could get that real quick. Ah, man, that so doesn't work. I got a sign above my my laptop on one of my biggest screens, and it says, double check before doing that dumbass trade you're thinking about because your ass will lose. It doesn't say your ass, it says because you will lose, actually. Double check before doing that dumbass trade you're thinking about because you will lose. That's what I keep like right above me so I can look at that before I do anything. How it ends up a lot of times with this trading, you get really good. You get good enough. You get good enough where you automatically kind of think you know what the market will do and how it will react because you know you do it a lot. You win a lot, so you just automatically think you know. And you're pretty sure about how the market moves and what it's going to move like and where it's going to move to. And I always try to reiterate to people that it's nothing farther from the truth. I don't care how many trades I win. If I win 10 trades in a row, you know, right now, it still doesn't mean I know anything about what the market is doing. It means I made some good choices, picked some good trades, and I was lucky also. And I'm saying that because if I was just taking 10 trades, just, you know, racking them up right here at this time span, at a short time span, there's a certain amount. You got to have a certain amount of luck that, you know, nothing adverse happens. Not luck as in, oh, you know, it's something, you know, I don't even know how to explain that. But let's just say, if you do things kind of like high frequency at short periods, very short periods of time, there's a certain amount of luck you need to survive that. Because the price action, as you get to the smaller time frames, becomes more random. And I would like to clear up like random. Random is a funny word because it kind of makes you think that the price action does not matter because it's random, when that's not true. Actually, you have to pay more detail to the random movement because you have to know how to avoid that random part of the movement, because not all of it is going to be random. A lot of it is solid, just buying and selling, and with random prices just thrown in the mix of random prices and quotes just being taken. So there is a base line of price activity that you want to be able to use that to probably forecast what you believe price will do for the next couple of minutes. And in our case, I'm always trying to get the least amount of time left. Where it says time left, I'm trying to get into the trade with the least amount of time left to make a profitable trade. Now, this is with binaries in particular, right? This is with these 5-minute binaries in particular, all right? I'm always trying to leave the least amount of time on the clock, so I spend the least amount of time inside the market on the binary, all right? Because I know that prices at the higher time frame, lower time frames, like the 5-minute, are erratic at most places in the market, right? So here's the box right here of what I call most places in the market. This is 85% encapsulating 85% of the activity. You look at it, small activity. Small activity going on. You can almost think nothing's going on, when in fact it's a bunch of losses and wins and people's careers being snatched from them in this area. All right, so this box, magic box, is of crazy use. Right? Crazy use. Useful. It's very useful. Ooh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. 32.55 is where they are still buying up from. Amazing. 32.55, they're still buying. Let's look at it on the 1 minute. Is it? $32.56. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, so I got on it. I was slow. I'm sorry about that. I was pretty slow on the drill there. I picked the wrong button. Pressed the wrong button on that. Let's see what we got here at the 55 mark. $56.1, $51.8. Don't worry, we don't get into a lot, because we don't get into a lot of trades. I don't get into a lot of trades. I'm really looking for now just trades that we're just gonna flat out win. So if you actually want to just get into a trade, you just let me know. Like, yo, I just want to get into a trade. Show me something. Show me something. Show me something. If not, I'm looking for the very best. And the very best to me is like down here somewhere. This is where I want, down here. This is the best, or down here. But I don't know if it's really coming all the way down here to just anytime soon. It might. But it can make it down here soon. So with 3 o'clock news coming, and anything's possible. Anything's possible. What happened last time? Last time I went all the way up there. Okay. I know they usually don't like to just do this type of move without fighting. A lot of fight going on. A little squabble. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Oh my goodness, I got the tiredness. Running around my daughter. She had me walking so much today, making moves. Go here, go there, go here, go there. And it's kind of warm outside too, so you know the sun kind of will beat you down. So they're still buying up 32.55, buying down 56. Actually, they look like they're buying down low 55s now. Oh no, now they're starting to pick it back up again, maybe. Look at this setting up. Let me see what this is setting up for. Maybe it's setting up for us. Not yet. They fighting right there at 55. They left 55 alone, huh? Went down to 53. 32.53. I'm probably gonna miss that. I don't like to give you anything under like 15%, so I won't mess with some stuff. Like nah, we're not gonna actually get this one probably. Hey, guys, you see the prices getting to move kind of fast on the sells. That happens sometimes. Prices be selling off. They be moving kind of fast. You see it pop back in real quick, but you can't really get to that. You would have to have like your working order already in place, just hanging on, waiting for it. And you don't want to do that because there's no telling. Shoot, the market come back down and get your price. It might get your price and get all your money also. So you can't just stick around in there waiting, laying for it to pull you into the market or to drag you into the market. You can't let it do that because that's too dangerous. What you're asking. You're asking to lose money by doing something like that. 32.55.6. This 57. But this is at $50. I was gonna snatch it up, but I did not. And luckily I did not. See, anytime you look at something and you do want to do something rash because the prices on here look like they're advantageous, it's usually advantageous looking for a reason because it's some type of trap. Now I'm looking for this to go to drop, do a drop right there. I'm really looking for that. Let me see what this looks on a 5 minute. What time is it? 2:38. Woo! 2:38 till 2:45. I don't really have any confirmation that the market is going. What is that? 32.57. No confirmation yet. I'm looking like, oh, market should drop because it hasn't been able to. The bulls haven't been able to make any strides at all. So thinking that they might drop. Let's look on BT online real quick. I hope I don't have to. I have to log all back in with this. I hate that when they do this. Damn it. You just can't go there. It's gonna keep logging you out for what? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get mine on. This stupid, they're acting up. Alright, so I'm trying to get over here so we can see what's going on this section. We wanted, what do we want to look at? We wanted the prices, looking at the market going down. Next 15 minutes. What does everything point to? Let's see. We ain't gonna have time. We have to take that right now, or we ain't gonna have time. See, it's at what, 3 o'clock? Is it expiry? 3 o'clock expiry. Nah. I'm just sitting here judging whether we want the 15-minute and it's a 3 o'clock expiry. I actually wanted the one a little before this. I wanted the 2:45 expiry. But since I wasn't already logged in, and wasted precious time. Because you have to be in there 5 minutes before, at least 5 minutes before the binary closes, I believe. This is a $2 platform for anyone new here. This is a $2 platform I use just to, I see a trade I like, and I'm nervous about doing it over here on my Native account. I'll do it on there in that BET online account. So that way, if any mishaps only cost me $2, $3 instead of $100. And things that I'm kind of sure about, I'm over here on my Natives account, because this is an account that's regulated. So my regulated account, I want to use that one like a savings account and just build money into it. The other two, I just want to take money out of it. Minute 7 seconds left. What is going on? 32.56. 56.4. 3. What is that doing? 5.63. 5.63. All right, let's just get in the goings going on that one. We're going 28. And you might not have time to even get in this one. I'm not even sure if you had time to get into this one, because this one was kind of, I don't know, I did that. I think you had time. You might have had time to get in there. I'm not sure. I know I would have had time to get into it how I was looking at it, so you might have had time to get in. Let's see what else we got going on. This little thing, it kind of, I could have been in there earlier. I was kind of a little scared off on this 2:45. Yeah, a little scared off on this drop. I know we're close to that 3 o'clock mark, so you know, it's a lot of thinking going on, and being just cautiousness going on. Cautiousness. I'm always like double check, and I'd rather miss a trade, miss 2-3 trades by double checking, and then the trade that we get into is a winner. Really important just to only take the best of the best trades. Anytime you don't want to do that, you got to hop on this $2 screen. I'm telling you, you got to hop on this $2 screen if you're not taking the best of the best trades. These $2 screens actually help you to get the itch out that you wanted, because you look at this market and you're like, dang, boy, I think that's going to go down. I wonder if this is going to go down. And you're wondering that, but you want that to be solved, and you want to know if you're right or wrong. So your body inside emotionally, it wants to press the mouse button to get into that trade, just so you be in it to know whether you were right or wrong. Not to win the trade, only to know whether you were right or wrong. And those type of mental illnesses is what's going to actually make you lose. That's where you're going to lose all your money, doing things like that, having that type of feeling. Yo, I want to see if this is going to win. I know this will probably win. You know what I'm saying? All that, wow, twist you up mentally. Believe me. All right. Hello? All right, so all of that, it's all, just a mental game. That's why I got it in my head that I'm going to wait till it comes down here for me to make my move. Even though up here is probably just as good, but in my head, how I like to see things, how my comfort level, I'm going to wait for it to come down here, right? But I will recommend something up here if it shows itself to be profitable, like this 55 might be. But once again, it's not enough time. What's happening now, the market is pushing, the way the market is pushing down, and these 5-minute binaries, the timing is off. It's not that we don't know what binary to be in or how to, maneuver it or manage it. It's the fact that the timing is off. Anytime the timing on a 5-minute binary is off, you got to just, go the other direction. You can't even play with it. Can't even play with it. There's a 5-minute binary. You can't play. If your timing is off, it's just off. You got to kind of like accept it as, my timing is off today. I'm going to leave it alone. And if that's the case, that's okay. Because doing that, you're going to keep money in your pocket. And that's the big part of it. Like this one. I want to go into that one, but why won't I go into it? Because if you look here, I see this wick. This wick is nothing, but I'm close to 3 o'clock, and the market now seems like it's trying to stick around a little bit in this 51 area, which is fine for me because I can get trades down, because it's buying down from the 53, but sticking around in that 51 area, I don't know, just not very confident about what's going on right now, even though it looks fine. I just don't think it has fallen far enough down to really just be ready to drop. So right now, how I'm looking at it, what I'm seeing, it just looks like it's still some more upstride in this somehow. Right? I'm not sure, but that's what I'm looking at. So I'm not just taking anything that is close to where it was buying before. Right? It was buying before. So I know I might have explained that a little awkwardly. As with a lot of things I will explain awkwardly, but once you sit down with me for a length of time over and over again, you would start to see that the awkwardness, you would get comfortable in the awkwardness. Right? In my awkwardness, you'll get comfortable. Right? See what I said? This was just wasn't, I don't know, just not moving quick enough for me as far as with prices dropping with selling going on. I think selling likes to happen, like boom, boom, boom. Selling likes to, happen. The buying usually, level by level. Selling usually drops for whatever reason. For whatever reason. At this time of the season, anyway, it's definitely just been, drops down kind of early in the binary. And so later time you'll chase that, and you'll win, and that's the whole trick. They'll have you chasing the binary because they drop the price real quick, and you'll chase it. You win about 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 or 6 times, and then you'll chase it one time, and it's going to be the time when you up your contracts, and you'll do the same move, and then you'll get hit, and now you're back into catch-up mode. Catch-up mode is terrible because you'll be in circles trying to catch up with binary options because you need 9 of them, 8, 9 of them to even be profitable. You got to win 8 or 9 of them, especially on the 5-minute binary options in particular, right? If you're trading another platform or not binary options, you'll get some leniency in when you're losing, or when you lose, or you make a mistake. With your 5-minute binary options, you get no leniency, you get no what's that? Reprieve? Is that the word? Right? Like the president ain't gonna pardon you, you're just gonna lose $100. That's it. And I feel, you see, they're slowly buying up. Even the buying here is kind of somewhat tender. So everything that is going on, you see the tender selling, the tender buying, is all because of everyone is in awe of this right here. What's going to happen here? Nothing might happen, something might happen, everything might happen. So the market is in waiting mode. Like, let me see what's going to happen at this news. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. I like the fact that the market is kind of slow right now. I like that, but too close to 3 o'clock. Too close to 3 o'clock. We got 5 more minutes. Let's let that rock out first and see what happens. All right. Dun, 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 dun. See, they just got past the news. What is the news? Oh, it's right now. Alright, so let me wait for after that little piece go by. It's at 3 o'clock. This is the 3:05 candle. 32.55 is being bought up. 32.55 is being bought up. I know we spent a lot of time on Nadex today, but it'll alternate. Some days we'll be on other platforms and spend more time, but today we just happen to be looking more at Nadex. See, all this buying just seems so pathetic. Like the buying seems like pathetic. It seems pathetic buying. I don't like to look at pathetic buying, because pathetic buying leads to like a drop in price, leads to a decline. move up a little more, right? See how everybody's so tentative, right? They're tentative with these numbers going up. How much time left? A minute. 55.7. And if anyone asks you which ones are easier, whether Nadex or the traditional binaries are easier, I would have to say Nadex is easier situation though, because Nadex is more so really that's a working order. Nadex is really you're not really trying to forecast the future with Nadex. It's just like, well, it's not going to be under or over this number that I already know what the number is beforehand. With the traditional binaries, like you're in it, the number is when you get in it. Your entry is the actual what's the word I'm looking for? The binary price, right? Is the actual price that you're getting in at. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. $5.39. All right. Market looks like it's getting might be getting a little quiet. So it might, who knows? It might be something helpful. I've been on here for a while. I just did my one a day today. That's it. And we might have got one little check mark off on the screen to give everyone another trade, but I don't even think that one anyone was able to be even in that one because it happened so quick. So today been a little marking, been a little sketchy.
Yeah, today's just one of them days where you kind of could just stayed out.
And it was sketchy from the start this morning.
Yeah.
It's been like that all day.
I glanced at it this morning, and I ain't even come back to the charts until like a half hour ago.
Yeah, I just chilled out. I chilled out.
Well, but that shit be like nothing to see here. I don't be doing shit.
I think it probably took just empty out, took a couple of $100 out and put my account at $100. Started off my first trade, and that was the only trade I took for today anyway. I don't know if I even caught that on the screen or not, really. Can't even remember. But that's the only thing that went down today. Today's, like I said, it's been very, very back and forth, herky-jerky, huckle-buckle shit.
Yep. Exactly.
And I figured, like, it's going to be a lot of days like this, though. It's going to be a lot of days like this for this summer. But that shit, it'll just be days where that shit just acting up.
Yeah, it's good.
So,
That's the good.
hey, get it out your system.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it now in the summer, and then the next cycle, it just be giving out perfect timing for at least 90 days. Give me perfect timing for the Christmas months. When everyone will start coming at you for some money, make sure my timing is right then. I want to be able to close my eyes and just press my mouse button. We winner chicken dinner. That ain't happening though.
trying to figure out what the fuck the chart is doing right now. I'm like, yo.
These charts ain't doing nothing.
It's to figure out. It's wilding out. Yeah.
It's just wilding out. There ain't nothing to figure out. It's definitely like they are definitely like delaying something going on. Cause you know how the market got its symmetry, so you be looking for it was a nice big candle to get it up to the prices at now. So you believe another one's going to bring it down at some point. But like you said, it's like they're holding it up or something. Especially if it don't go down on this one. If it don't go down, because there's a lot of sell pressure now. So if it don't drop on this, then they really holding it up themselves. They're holding the price up. Because every other retail trader, every other trader out there is looking for it to drop also. Let me see that shit. Yeah, that's supposed to drop all day. All day. Let me see what time is this. 4. Let's go into our we're gonna go into our GT Online account and let's see if we get off a little $2 trade, right? Let's see if we can do that since we want to know so badly. Let's see what we got going on. I hate this part. I got to log all the way back in, right? All right. Let's see what we got going on. This is the first time we going in today, right? Oh, we got 406 right now, so we can get to 415 right now. Oh, you get to 415 probably. Let's see. We take the drop on the 415. Let's take another look first. $4.15. All right, we're gonna do that one. Whatever. You see down there, we got it for $2, right? Let's do that. Let me make sure the expiry is what I think it is at what time. Yeah, 4:15. All right. Let me see one other thing I want to look at. Let's actually take a look. Everything points to that direction at this time. Okay, we'll go there. Let me make sure. Okay. See, so that's always cool right there. So we can always go in there and get the itch out of our system, right? I'm just looking at that, so I'm just itching. I just need to know. I just need to know when you need to know, you want to just put some money on it. See, the great thing about it is the same feeling that you're going to get if you win $100. It's the same feeling if you win $2. Trust me on that. Right? You still get that hype you need, that sugar high. Kinda. So that's why this really is very helpful for us. And also, we're gonna be, we're not in it to lose anything. We're in it to continually build our account. So we want to take that $20 and we want to make it $30. Take the $30, make it $40. $40, make it $50. So on, right? So we still want to have some caution and not just throw it all to the wind, so to speak. It looks like we hit 32.45. 32.45 might have a little pushback on us. Who knows? Because there might be a lot of, 32.45 seems like one of those numbers. Maybe might have some magical power, but hope not. I want the market just to keep dropping down for the next 7 minutes at least. Right? Make me look real good. Make me look good. year though. Excellent, excellent, excellent stuff. This market is something else today though. This market is something else. See, this is one of those days where people lose a lot of money. See, people usually don't lose money like every day, just consecutive. It'd be days. Like the market will do things, and that day you lose all your money. That day you lose all your money. It happens like very quickly. It's not you usually don't lose like, oh, today I lost and then tomorrow I lost one, and then the next day I lost one, because most people don't even have the discipline enough to just be doing that, right? Most times when people lose or something, they get emotional, and then they make rash decisions, and then they that's it. They off to the races. And you see at that 45 number, you see we got some people in there wanting to buy at that number, so it does have some type of magic, right? Since they brought that up to the 46 level. Let's see. This is where you see a lot of the difference between the traditional binary, which we're just in with the $2 trade, and a regular binary. See, in the Nadex binary. In the Nadex binary, we're looking at numbers to be between. Like I want to be between this number, that number. I want to be, I want to be below this number. I want to be above this number. But when you're making your own strike number, it changes. It changes because you don't know at that moment what the market is going to do. That's a different one. Actually, I want to explain that better, but not right now, because I don't have a better explanation right now, but I'll give you a better one. But I want you to really understand some of the differences between the two. Because the more I look at it, I always say that Nadex actually, even though your payout seems less, what you're trying to do is actually easier. It's actually an easier task. So that's why we use Nadex. One of the reasons, anyway, to actually, that's where we're saving the money at. That's where we just keep building at right there. So we'll build the other accounts, but we build a Nadex account because that's the real one for us. That's the real one. So what this do, right? Went up to about 32.46, exactly what we didn't want it to do. Hopefully, we're hoping that and that's always a bad thing, right? When we start hoping, but what we would like to happen is for it to start fizzing out on the 47 maybe, right? Because 47 has been a little hotbed of activity. I'm talking about 32.47. It's been a little hotbed of activity also. So hopefully there's enough activity where it finds a lot of sellers in that area. Huh? But as I speak, everything does everything the other way. What we got going on Nadex? We still got Hucklebuck in the system over here and on the 5 minutes. Pretty sure we do. I don't think the Hucklebuck is going to stop. That shit, that got me pissed right there. Really pissed me off right there. If it don't just do what I would prefer it to do. In the last minute. Let me take a look. Did that actually close yet? And there it goes right there. 32. They actually closed at 32.47, right? And we wanted 32.454. All right? That's why we do it on the $2 side. That's the exact reason we do. We'll come back later and see if we can find us another trade on this side. Right now, we're all good at our Natick side. Our Natick side today is one trade, one win, and that's all right. That's all right. We'll have our spreadsheet. I think keep talking about the spreadsheet, right? I'm probably going to have this spreadsheet out, the mysterious spreadsheet out probably tomorrow. We'll start inking in some wins on the spreadsheet. You want to make sure you start inking in yourself some wins also. So let me know if you got any issues. All right. Mark's at 32.48. It's still in the same area, same thing going on. Nothing has really changed for us. Right? Just shows the level of precision you got to have in these markets when you got money on the line, right? Because that same trade, someone could do it with a larger amount, and the results would be the same, but it would be a larger amount, and you'd be very upset. So that's why we always in constant study with this, because the tolerance, the time frames that we're working in, they're small. They're small. Tiny even. So it's always a matter of separating the good stuff from the junk, the random behavior from behavior that we can count on as solid market behavior. Always decision-making processes. That's why it's best for you not to be on the charts all day. Best for you not to be on the chart all day. After a while, your mind will start it all looks the same. It's kind of like driving. You ever drove on a highway and was tired, started getting sleepy. And that white line in the middle of the road starts to, kind of like hypnotize you almost. You don't want to be like that, because you're driving like a tractor trailer. You're driving like an 18-wheeler. So you can't fall asleep at the wheel. Everybody dies. You fall asleep at the wheel. You see the same type of market behavior. Timing way off, and then it jumps down all those pips, then jumps up. Oh yeah, same old stuff, right? Same old stuff. But I do see something that might be interesting, though. It might look like that. It's a little bit of buying going on. Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. And I'm saying that because I see a nice. I like these levels right here. You see this group of candles, about 4 candles right here. There was a 5th one. I'm waiting for this one to actually finish first. And that looked like it forms a nice little level of support maybe right there. And so when we get those nice levels right there, we look at that because it might just actually build a nice structure. A nice it's almost like a stair step, maybe. But I like to look at it like a pedestal, right? And we get on there, we get up there on that pedestal, we know that we won. We know we won. and I'm on the pedestal, king of everything, right? That's how I look at things. So, it's about 4:19. Nothing going on. I'm going to wait till this candle right here ends, and I'm gonna be out of here because I don't do. Actually, I'll be out of here now because this is about my time. I don't really like candles at this time, but I'm gonna let everyone. Let's see what goes on here first. Let's see what goes on. I'm mad at this actually right here for doing that. Let me see. Take a peek here. I guess that was whatever. What's that? Anytime you look at things after the fact, like all the answers is there, right? You're like, why wasn't all the answers there before though? Because we couldn't win money then, that's why. What's this candle doing? Yeah, see? Figured it'd be a nice one like that. 2 minutes, buying up at 32.51. Buying up at 32.52. Also selling 32.52. So looks like we had an impasse. Some got to give. They selling 32.52. Let's stick around and see what happens real quick. Cause I like 51. I like 51. I like 51. 51. Let's see what it looks like one time. 34 seconds left in this candle. Let's just go down to 32.49. Heck. Oh, we got this right here, maybe 32.50. See that 32.51.3. Still same difference though. Just a little too shaky, a little too close to the strike price. Just not good. Just not good enough. Just not good enough. That's what we got today. We got a lot of that today. That's just not good enough. Now the price jumped up to 32.51.5, but we can't even do nothing with that now. So it jumped up at that all the way down at 30 seconds. So we can't do it. And what are we gonna do? I want to do more, but the market won't let us do more, right? See you guys later on tonight. We'll do it all again. It's Enrico Janko on the Signal, and we're powered by the mighty, mighty Team Alliance.